Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are about to lock in for some NBA 2K27. Gotta remember to add the 7. Going down right now in just a second. You can join me by downloading the app, making a build, and sending it to me on Discord. Right now is the time. Vibe out with the community. Just a random stream. Had a little bit of extra time. Figured I'll make it happen. So let's do it. I've already made a couple builds. I mean, a bunch of builds, to be honest with you. I probably made 15, 20 builds real quick. But just studying the builder, basically. Not necessarily trying to finish a build, but seeing what's possible. Trying to learn what works, what doesn't work, all that good stuff. And yeah, so far it's not that complicated. I'm going to run through the builder as well, so if you wanted the guide, stick around for a couple minutes. People watch this later, shout out to you guys. You guys are loyal. But those that watch this later, you know, the live stream, so there's interaction, conversations, all that good stuff. But I do try to make it a guide when I stream, kind of like teaching and sharing anything, any game I play, share whatever I learn, give some tips, try to help and be there as much as humanly possible. And being able to help other humans in the world in any way, it's a blessing. And I'm grateful for it. So shout out to y'all. All right. Enough of that mushy stuff. Oh, wait, I don't got the video playing. My bad. There we go. I'm going to let some 2K footage play before I get into the builder and showcase some other stuff. Go. Again, it's mostly to teach today and try to find a build as well at the same time. So, you know, we'll see. We're gonna see about that. I uploaded a PG build. I think that could be my day one. It's pretty easily one of the best. I asked a couple of the top players, you know, what they got, and everybody was like, damn, yours is way better, bro. Yeah, thank you. Lyrically out. Spoken, what's up, man? Thank you for coming by. I hope you were having a good day over there. You're just starting off the stream, and I was just mentioning a build I already put out. Definitely worth looking at. It's a very strong build that I know it's gonna last all year. You know, sometimes people make builds and it's just like, For me, I'm thinking of the long haul. So I did cap breakers. I got strong right now, even stronger. You know, I really worked hard at that one before I went to bed yesterday. And here we are, you know, straight down the line. About to get into it. I'll showcase that one real quick too. And you're all welcome to go to my Discord and just share the build. Send a picture or send the URL. I mean, QR code. I'll check it out. My phone is charging and it's been dead all day, pretty much. So give me a break, basically. I'm charging it right now just to get a little bit of juice. I've turned it off and let it charge for the last couple minutes here. But yeah, we're gonna get in the builder. We're gonna talk about all of it. Why am I having two of the same builds No vertical. I might have messed this up, guys. Whatever. I ain't even gonna bother. Go to Twitch real quick. But yeah, I'm gonna make a center build before I go. I'm gonna make another point guard, a different version of the one I had. I'm gonna showcase a couple of builds I have already, and then we're going to just kick it with the community as well. In between all that, whatever y'all into, we could do together and just kind of experiment a little bit. Pretty much the plan. And if you don't have the app, it's free. All you got to do is go to your store on your mobile phone and check it out. Hold on a second. Bruh. You know when you leave your caps on by accident? Okay. There we go. We got a couple people pulling on in. I appreciate that. I am retweeting myself because I have multiple accounts, making sure that it's out in the world somewhat. And yeah, I think we're good. Let me check out this TikTok stream, guys. I don't really know how TikTok works. I probably shouldn't stream here until I figure it out. I'm gonna be honest. I've been streaming on it past couple days, weeks, on and off. So I'm learning. And shout out to everybody that's coming over to TikTok, man. I do appreciate it. Now, where do I go to like change the information on here? There creator tools. Try that. I don't know what I'm doing. Creator center. Seeing a wave of KD builds people making. I'm aiming for KD stopper. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, man, we got to get a lockdown. Actually, I have one. I think I got what you need, brother. It's already made. The thing is, it's coming out tomorrow. I'm literally releasing it tomorrow. So it's funny that you say that. I literally have it scheduled for tomorrow. You know, the way I do things, I tend to have just scheduled videos prepared. I don't just make them the same day every day. I'll make like 2 today, 3 tomorrow. Schedule them out, and then once in a while when something new, interesting comes up, I'll make a video for that same day and then release it the same day or the next day. It just depends. Kind of like in the middle ground. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. We are gonna get into it. I personally have not checked everybody's builds out on Twitter, but I will when I get a chance. All right, so we're ready. I'm gonna turn my phone on. I haven't had it on pretty much all day. This phone is so old, it dies in like 30 minutes of me playing that stupid app. That's how bad it is. It's just like rumbling. It eats up data. So the app is great. The data, I mean, the battery is killing me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna put this on the screen so y'all can watch me turning it on right now. So it's gotta take a couple seconds to log in. And then we're gonna get in there. The KD builder I got, you can make the same version in a different height. I forgot to mention that in the video. I made it 3 different heights, right? So it's coming out tomorrow morning, but it's 3 different heights, and basically it is great in each height but it might sacrifice a little here and there. The build is meant to be an offensive monster. It's a KD build, actually, but it's a defensive hybrid version with another player that I had in mind. So it's a combo. All right, so I got 60. That's not a lot. I got 60 battery right now, 60%. Wall up, and the bruiser badge is going to be clutch against the ISO KDs. Right now, I need to test wall up. Know for a fact bruiser is good because I was watching footage and I like to study that stuff. So I checked out bruiser and I was like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing here. But I still don't know about wall up. The issue right now that people were having with putting your hands up, two issues. You're slower than last year. You know how last year you could put your hands up and kind of stay with somebody and just let them bump into you? This year, people are getting past you when you put your hands up. So it's a problem, but we need to test. And, you know, 2K Labs, shout out to them. They don't be paying me to advertise them every single day, but 2K Labs most likely will be the first to do the test officially. I always do the test on my own on stream or something. But when you see that, then you'll know like, okay, yeah, wall up isn't as effective, or it is if you buff it up to Hall of Fame or something. So it's one of those, I have it on gold, I believe. On my lockdown, it's on, I think, Hall of Fame. On my KD build tomorrow, it is a KD build. You should see the thumbnail. I might show it to you. You know what I mean? But basically, it's super powerful, and you're gonna see it could stop any build. It's actually 1 through 5. I made it so that it can guard every position. That's how good it is. And you probably be like, really? Like, yeah, dog. Yeah. Trust me, I do this, brother. I do this. I just retired from coaching and managing league stuff. And now I'm just cooling. So this is even better for me to just, you know, make content with. You know, but yeah, so just expect an interesting time, let's just say. All right, so let me go ahead and turn on this app. This phone's gonna burn out. It's unfortunately got an old phone. Listen, I don't care about getting a new phone, but playing this app and my battery dying in like half an hour, it is not good. And that's on me. I just don't feel like doing that. When I was young, I used to get a new phone every 6 months. Oh, the new phone. And it was like, I didn't realize what I was doing. I'm working 2 jobs. I'm 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Working. Buying new phones. And there's nothing that's happening. They're not doing nothing for me other than answering a call, taking a picture. You know what I mean? Like, so I pretty much stop doing that. Basically, I'm not gonna be that guy no more. I could be a millionaire, I'm a billionaire, I'm just not gonna buy a phone. I probably won't buy a phone at all if you give me $1 million. It's like, you know what, I don't need a phone number. If we good, we real good, you know what I mean? Let me live. Oh man. All right, let me open up the phone so we can put it on screen. Connecting, there it is. All right, so it's connected. So I have to put it on screen for you guys. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. There it is. It's loading, but it's going. And then I need to do the same for this. Oh, damn. I can't have this like this. What should I do with my camera? I'm gonna turn off this camera. You know what? I need a green screen, fellas. Should I pull out my green screen? It's in my closet. I haven't touched that thing in years. I guess I'm old as hell, man. I'm old because it feels like a lot of years that I haven't touched it. So I don't want to be too big on the virtual, on the vertical streams. So TikTok and all those places. Let me know if that's a good setup. This is fire. This app is fire. I don't care what anybody say. And don't worry, I got a big screen for this. Where is it? I can make this zoom in over here. Check this out. So where is my phone? Oh, I accidentally put it in one of the bruh. Okay, there we go. Just put it up here. Screw it. There you go. So I have it big screen. I put it right behind me, but I figured a little gameplay, right? What do y'all think? Is it better with a little gameplay in the background? Show something. And then when you need to see the details, I'll go into the builder and do it like this. Feel me? That's how we're gonna do it today. All right. So I have to organize all these builds. As if you guys know how I am, I went to sleep and my phone was dying. I never go to sleep like that. Like looking at your phone and you're like, click, 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 click. It died in my hands. And I'm like, no, I was making a build. I'm like, come on, man. And the reason why is you're going to see right now. Oh, by the way, you can log in and get some rewards. Here we go. But we already got some boost. What did they give us? A little bit of VC. Honestly, these rewards ain't great. But what I saw in the trailer is if you do 50 days, they're going to have some good stuff. And every 7th day, they have something decent. So just log in real quick, 2 minutes while you want a break or something at your job or school, or, you know, you at the house or something, waiting for somebody or something. Say log in and then get your goods. We'll see what they give. But okay, we're going into the builder. We got a very limited amount of time, so we got to be in and out on this joint. All right, so first thing I want to say is make whatever build you want, man. You know, actually, before I start, let me just go through these builds. Gotta delete 1 or 2. I gotta make room for new builds because I can't remember which one's which. Got too many in here. These below I still haven't tested. I'm gonna keep them in there for the moment. I'm gonna go with the ones up top. We got a lot of builds. Some of them are like duplicate, almost the same. Matter of fact, let's just go from the top. This was y'all gonna see all the builds I made. Some of these are like doubles to test different attributes and stats. Bro, my notification's not supposed to pop up. Hold up, man. What is wrong with this? I want notifications. Oh. Anyways. It was just a voicemail. Okay. Two-way play shot bully. I like the name, first of all. And the idea, if I'm correct, before I click on it, is a strong player. Let's see, you got Gilbert, Maxey, and Dame. Those are 3 killers. Really, really elite players. The weakness is rarely disrupts the ball with any purpose. First of all, I got cap breakers. These shades of and strengths and weaknesses don't take into account my cap breakers. If I redid this and the cap breakers were in there, they'll be like, damn, bro, this is perfect. You know what I'm saying? But that's the problem. They don't listen. So the idea here is a 93 strength for a point guard build. Listen to me before you go. You can get crazy bumpy this year. I'm talking about toxic bumpy From all the footage I watch, I got a lot of hours of footage. I literally got sent footage in my email, my DMs. I watched YouTube videos of some people. I appreciate everybody that sent me clips and stuff and videos. You guys are the best. But this right here might be a secret meta. It's not anything good. This is just a test run. The first time I joined to try to test it. But the idea is there. And the reason for this, I'm just going to go straight down here. You got Workhorse as a point guard. You got Workhorse on gold. You have Flash, which is a new badge, moving without the ball for transition and defense, sped up. And then you have, this is the key one. If you're going to be a point guard guarding full court, you don't need a lockdown with this style of a build. And basically the idea is to full court press someone. Bruiser will take away their energy. It's going to drain them. Every lockdown has to have Bruiser on gold or higher. I'm marking the words now. Put this in your tips and tricks. Matter of fact, we're going to do something. All right, let me go and start recording real quick. What's good, community? This is going to be a bunch of tips and tricks for you to learn about the builder, the gameplay, all the extra new mechanics and features. I'm going to detail some really key things while I make different builds. This is from my live stream, all the clips and highlights. So come to the live stream and get involved. Come to the Discord and share your build, and let's talk about gaming together as we go. Yes, sir. And the first thing I want to mention, by the way, is Bruiser for lockdowns. Please do yourself a favor. Put it up high. You're going to thank me later. If you could get it to go that minimum as a lockdown when you play full court press, you're going to bump people. They're going to drain their stamina. They're going to be tired before they get to half court. They have to pass the ball and then try to recover. Their offense will be stagnant, and you're going to win more games just from doing that alone. That's my number one starter tip for some lockdowns. And even just regular players, if you can add it to your bag, if you can afford it, do it. Okay. So I'm going to be recording little clips like that as we go. Okay, so now I want to go through the build, but that's just one example of what I'm trying to test. I want a small guard to have Bruiser at the max. Then I want him to have, for example, immovable enforcer. This is another one for strength on gold or higher as well. I don't want a max plus to it. I want to have it high naturally. And that is the idea of the build. This ain't a build. This is just the idea. But those two together with a legend or Hall of Fame seat belt, you're going to be the bumpiest player. You're going to destroy people. Even if you're not a true lockdown, this would work. And then you got to have ankle breakers for half court defense. When people ISO you or they pick and roll, they can break your ankles. It's going to be interesting. This new system with the ankle breaking. Ankle breakers, I personally think silver is the minimum for every build, but we'll talk more about that as we go. But yeah, that is critical. All right, now we're going to get into the build for a second, because I am going to keep this idea. This is my first idea of something that I was looking forward to. And what I want to do is just change the build in every single way, basically. What is this? Firm? The hell? We'll go with burly, guys. Nice little burly, small guard. Again, I got a lockdown if you want to watch that one. But yeah, let's go and put this up on the screen so y'all could kind of see some of this build as we go, as we make it, stuff like that. Okay. So here we are. That probably looks ugly, but we're going to work with it. So I'm going to tweak all this. These give me cap breakers. So check this out. I don't remember what I did here, but look, you got an 89 drive and dunk. And that's why that's cap break. It's low, but I'm probably going to destroy all this, to be honest with you. What I don't want to destroy is the 99-3. I want to be a deadly threat. I want a good free throw. So 90, 91, we're going to keep it there. And then pass, I'm going to keep it there. Wait, I didn't even look at the cap breakers on this. I want to get defensive 92 or higher, you know. Let me see. I can get a 90. That's not good enough. Sorry. Not good enough. Hold on a second. Let me fix this. Don't mind me. So what I want to do is look at the attributes. We're going to look at that right now. So to get ankle breaker on gold, I need a 93 perimeter. So we aiming for 93 already. To get seat belt, I need a 91 perimeter. So 91 or 93. And then what else do I need? Pick dodger, easy, we got it. I think that's it. Challenger at 92. So 92 to 93. We're gonna aim for 93. All right. That's the idea on this build. So at 93, we only got a 90. It's not good. So I have to tweak something in this builder to get that. Because I can get it. It's just I'm gonna sacrifice a lot of other stuff. We're gonna keep this. A couple things that I don't want to sacrifice. I do need to go agility higher. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's just leave all this the way it is. I just want to see what I can drop. This is a cool feature for those that don't know. You can lock certain attributes so that you won't lose it. So for example, I'm just going to cut off all my interior. I'm going to buff up perimeter. Oh no, forgot to lock that. I'm gonna go drop my free throws just for now. This is just like a test run and major. Can I drop this? Or oh no. Okay, yeah, I think we could do that. We could drop that. Let's just see. We're testing this again. Not official or anything. We just see what can happen. We want to get that 93 perim. And I'm almost there. I think we can possibly get it, right? We're just gonna go with a little bit of block. Get this bad boy going. Okay. Got that. Little free throw. Never hurt nobody. Oh wait, I can't. Free throws. Interesting. Do some stand and dunk. All right, so I have to get it to 99 in order to check the cap breakers. And here we are. This is saving my life, this new system to see the cap breakers. So I'm still gonna get the dunk, so I could actually leave it like that. Really nice. I could probably lower my dunk. Interesting. I think I could lower my dunk even lower. I'm gonna use 2 cap breakers, but if I lowered it, still be fine. All I care about is the defense right here. We up 92. Oh, we're almost there. Oh yeah. All right, so I can lower my dunk. Is the goal. This could be the build. This could be my first build for 2K27, guys. All right, so I'm gonna go completely backwards here and just kill it completely if I could. I'm hoping this works. If I can't get the 89, I'm screwed. I have to figure something else out. I don't want to sacrifice my dunking and offense for this. So I don't want to sacrifice any of my offense at all. I'm sacrificing my free throws at the moment, but I might switch that later. Yeah, I think we got to go down one more. If it lets me use only 2 cap breakers, we're living good, guys. you know? We'll find out in just a second. This is a fire. Oh, damn, bro. There we go. Oh, no. Tricked me, huh? It tricked me. If I drop this, oh. So I can't drop anything at the moment. That's not. Wait, it's dropping my perimeter. Cut it out, man. Hold on, brother. Oh, damn. So if I drop my speed, I think some of my defense gets cooked. I don't want that. So let's just try it, though. Speed with ball drops. Okay, we don't want that. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna need to put cap breakers on it anyways. So let me drop this for a second. That actually helps because it gives me cap breakers that I can drop. Okay. We're gonna go with an 88 speed with ball. We're gonna get it to 92, 91 anyways in the long run. So we'll be fine. All right, I think we're good. All right. Let me lock this in. And I can just throw it on free throws a lot. One right there. Wait, what? Come on, baby. So I still got my dunks. Got my shooting. Playmaking is gonna cost me 3 cap breakers. So I don't know if I want to do that, but we'll be fine. Here's the moment of truth. I got the perimeter. What this does, I'm not going to show it on screen, but what this does, it makes me an elite perimeter defender with a 93. I got chase down on gold. I have immovable enforcer on Hall of Fame. I got a pick dodger on gold. I have seatbelt on gold. Pretty much locking it in. All of that. On top of that, got some Hall of Fame defensive badges. Thing is, you got to put the cap breakers in. And the thing is, I don't think they let you do it in here, which they should have let us. I know it's just an app, but would have been nice to put the cap breakers in and then see the badges and be like, oh, okay, this is maxed out. You know? So I'll give you all an example right here. Can I see it with the maxed out? Okay, let's go to defense real quick. I can explain some. Ankle breaker is necessary. I'm gonna have it on gold. I can max +1 or 2 it if the game really needs it. You're playing a point guard. You're not supposed to be able to have this type of defense and still be having contact dunks. 99-3. It's pretty toxic. All I need is cap breakers for my contacts and my perimeter, but once I get that, this build is crazy. I'm gonna keep it, and the idea is this right here. You see a movable enforcer. Movable enforcer, very strong. Let's check how many cap breakers you need for this build, though. This is like a long-term build. I won't make it first. It'll probably be 3rd build of the year, right? Something like that. All right, we're gonna start off with finishing. You need, oh no, that's not good. I gotta boost it up 1. I was gonna say 2 cap breakers, but it's 3. All right, so let's figure out how to get that up just a little bit. I can use These. Oh, look at that. Perfect. All right, so now it's locked in, I think. Little adjustments. Probably like, what is he doing? Oh. There we go. All right, we check it again. Do the cap breakers, so perfect. Nope. Damn, bro. Either way, I need 3 cap breakers. All right, we'll just keep it like that for now. If that's the case, I might as well lower it. This is probably gonna even help me more now. If they really gonna make me use 3 cap breakers, I might as well just lower it and say, whatever, dude, you got it. We'll do 3 cap breakers. We're gonna go with that right there. 77. Check this out. 77. And now I get to actually fix the build back to what I wanted originally. 77. For this. Yeah. Everything is great. Need that speed with ball. I won't have to waste cap breakers. Go with some block. Nice. We got block very high. It's actually really good now. For a small guard, you got high interior. I'll take it. I will take it. That's where we're going to go with it right now, just for now. I want to see how this performs. What build am I going for? This is a game-breaking build. Basically, looking to maximize physicals, strength, and defense on a small guard. So we're still going to have contact dunks with an 89. We're going to have a 99 three-pointer. We're going to have insane dribbles and speed with ball. We're going to have lockdown perimeter defense and eye strength. And I'll show you the badges for a second, but we're just going through the actual dunking. For example, right here, get an 89 driving dunk, a 99 three-pointer, and then perimeter is going to be at a 93, which gives me a lot of gold badges. Very strong. Got the 85 steel for all the steel badges as well, so you're going to be able to push up. You actually have a 68 interior, which you can end it with a 74 with 1 cap breaker if you wanted to. And then the physicals, you have a 93 strength on a 6'1 guard or 6'2 guard or whatever it is. So it's toxic, but the principle is, now that the game has this bump animations and the bump steals, you can be more physical with the badges that have what they have. And so that is the general thoughts of this build. I feel like I got it perfect almost, but after hearing your explanation, I apologize. What do you mean? So that's the setup, and then if you want to just look at like immovable enforcer, you're gonna have all this with the cap breakers is gonna be even higher on gold and all that stuff. But right here, seatbelt's gonna be at gold without any max plus ones or twos. And then if you go to the defense, the physicals, you can see I'm gonna have bruiser. This is the main thing of this one. You're gonna do full court press as a point guard. You're gonna have bruiser to take the stamina out of the point guard. They're gonna get exhausted before they cross the half court line. Then they have to give the ball up, and then they're going to be with no stamina for a couple seconds. By the time the play gets prepared for them, they're going to be cooked. They're not, all they can do is pass or try to dunk. And since you have high defense, you're most likely going to give them trouble. That's the idea, right? But it is still a true point guard. It is still authentic. And I'm going to go ahead and continue so you can see what it looks like. Let's read what it says. So it says two-way play shot bully. All right. And we're not going to go through all that, but right here. So contact dunks with cap breakers, perimeter 93 with cap breakers, steal with cap breakers. Then you have a 92 ball handle, 85 pass, which is more than enough, even playing fives. And then the main thing is the strength. This is a future build. This isn't for today, day one. This is a build I'll make in a month later. I'm like, oh, this is the perfect one. And I got it ready, sitting there, waiting for me. It says you're heavily informed on what you're talking about. I shops with it. Oh, that's another way of saying without cursing. I like that, man. See, look at that. You a gentleman, brother. We ain't got to curse no more. Shout out to you. Thank you for coming by. But yeah, the only problem with this build, like I said, if you're starting the game off, you're not going to have any cap breakers. So hold on. Let me actually show you. You're not going to have any cap breakers. So you're not going to have a 99.3 or a contact dunks yet. It's still serviceable. And you can cook with this thing. Promise you, with a 94.3 and an 84 mid-range, you still got high dribbles, still got good everything. It's a serviceable, but actually this could be my day one. I already have a day one. I got 2 day ones. I haven't decided yet, but this one is fire. And the concept of what it does could be scary because you can basically be a lockdown against people. He said, hell yeah. All right, so we're gonna go into the glossary. Let's count it out. This is gonna be a problem. I don't know how many cap breakers are in the next game. Well, we had 25, 27, or 28 last year or more. We need 3. Well, we actually only need 2. Let's just go with 2. 7 in total. Let's see what playmaking. 8, 9, 10, 10, 15. To maximize it, 15 is good. You're gonna be elite, but 20 would kill it. Got 20 for last year. So if they keep the same type of system, I'll get 20 again. But this will be the long run. The main thing I would do is put up my 99 right away with the first cap breakers. And then I'll put up speed with ball to a 91. And then after that, you could start putting up perimeter with extra badges, or you could get the steals. You don't actually need a lot of steals. 77 is the best threshold for the badges. If you want to look real quick, I'll show you real quick. Where's glove and all of that? So at the moment, damn, bro, there's too many badges. All right, so right here, you can get an 83 for glove on silver, right? But then for interceptor, which is a really good one this year, I've seen a lot of interceptions during the gameplay footages. 77 for interceptor. Okay, I want the 85 for all of the badges plus just a little extra, you know, so you don't need all that. It's nice to have, but yeah. So this is a concept, and you can take this build, translate it into a lockdown with a high strength, and then be good to go. Right. So we're keeping this build. I'm not deleting that one, that's for sure. This build is supposed to come out tomorrow. I don't want to show it to y'all. I do not want to show you these builds. It's toxic of me, I know, but honestly, we're gonna move on. We gonna move on. It's coming out tomorrow on my channel if you want to watch it on NBA Coach M. But let's go into the 2 guard. This is the one I put up today. One of the templates. I made like 10 of them. And it's basically the same kind of build I always make, but a little bit different. Is this the one? I don't think this is the one, guys. Actually, this might be. Go into it real quick and look at the glossary. The way I could tell is the cap breakers. So, contact dunks, 99.3, 91 with 1 cap breaker. So it's 5, 6, 7 cap breakers. Really solid defense. And then I can get a 92 steal. Ooh wee. That could be nice. And then, oh my goodness, my strength at low strength, which is not supposed to be the lockdown playing full court press. This will probably be more of, you know, half court offense. It still can give you trouble full court. Personally, I think strength is gonna be very nice for the specific bruiser badge that's going to drain people's stamina. As a lockdown, if you play in full court press, your job is to take their stamina and their adrenaline off. Then that means the rest of the team has to work. But the problem in doing so is now you're got to make a build just for that. And so strength is very important. The bruiser bed is made just for that type of play style. So personally, I think a 93, a lot of great lockdowns are going to have that. Power forwards and lockdowns are going to have it. You're a point guard, you don't need it. That's why this build is more just a true point guard with really solid defense though. Hold on. Yeah. This is like the keeper though. This is the problem. Like, I don't know which build is which. They're all similar. It's gonna drive me crazy. Okay, we'll stay there. Two-way slashing ISO sniper. And I believe this is another version of the one that I just made. So I'm gonna probably delete this one once I look at the badges. I mean the cap breakers. Yeah. Yeah, this is going. It's the same build I already made. If there's a build you want to make or you want to show me, send it over to my Discord and I will take a look. If you just suggest it in the chat, I can make it right now as we go. Damn, I got 3 of my new build for my center build that's coming out tomorrow. Unbelievable. Yeah, we're gonna go into this. This is today's build, but it's a different version. It's the small guard version. And I like this one because I don't have to use cap breakers. It's just already good. I don't need a lot of cap breakers for this one. So this is probably the one I'm gonna make to start the year. I need y'all to send me some VC and buy me 2K Deluxe Edition. And then we good. All right, so let's just look at through the cap breakers. It's the best way to look, in my opinion, as of right now. All right, 2 cap breakers gives me the contact dunks. An extra 5 gives me 99.3. So already 7 cap breakers to start, and the build is done. Literally done. There's nothing else you need right now. Then I have 10 more cap breakers to make it an elite lockdown as well, which would be insane. It's already a good lockdown. It has a 92 perimeter. I'm gonna put it up to 97, and then the steal goes up to 93. And I've worked hard at this one. And then, you know, the agility and all this is to get specific badges for. But yeah, this is not going nowhere. I'm keeping that. You know what I mean? This thing is fire. Damn, bro, which one is which? I got so many center builds. I gotta get rid of some of these, man. Anyway, I got the build video in my channel. You said dope, dope. You like it? I don't want to show y'all this. I'm gonna be honest, I'm selfish. Go watch my video tomorrow. I'm gonna delete it. I will delete it. It's my point center build. If you want to see it, we gotta negotiate, y'all. We gotta negotiate, man. This is hard work. I'm entertaining y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'll be thinking these streamers just easy to get on a camera and talk for 3 hours, 10 hours. All right. So you can see this is. I'll just show you the badges. How about that? So you can see the name. It's a two-way pull-up pro. It got Bam Adebayo. And I don't really listen to these strengths and weaknesses because the cap breakers are not in there. So it doesn't know the real potential. But it got workhorse. All right. It has Pogo, gold. Flash. It has bruiser. Then rebounds. It can grab rebounds against centers. Remember, the highest badge you can get is a Hall of Fame badge in the builder. You can only max plus 1 or 2 legend with max plus, which are called synergy this year. So this build, even though it's a point center and it's small, it's gonna grab people. And if y'all want to know, like, you can watch my channel. I stream with it. It's a point center of last year. I was destroying people. Nobody out rebound me. Nobody can dunk on me crazy. I was destroying people with that build. So don't get it twisted. Then defensively, this is what's even scarier. It's gonna have perimeter defense, interior defense, challenger, and more. It's gonna be able to guard point guards whenever they do a pick and roll. You can keep up with them. On top of that, if you can't see, you got strong handles on gold. You got lightning launch on silver. You got pace on silver, and all the others on silver to be able to pass well and stuff like that. Then shooting wise, look at this. I got the midi, I got the long range, I got Deadeye on silver. Operate the mid-range smooth operator to be able to hit mid-range pull-ups and hop jumpers. I'm gonna do a lot of that as a center. Remember, the center tend to stay in the paint. If you're a center, you can get open mid-ranges a lot. So having a decent mid-range is useful. Then I'm gonna cap breaker this build. Y'all want to see it? Matter of fact, damn, bro, I done lost out, man. There's people. Let me explain this to y'all. There's people watching that are haters. There's people that hate me with a passion. They be on here watching every single day, seeing everything I do, listening to everything I say religiously. And then there's the content creator versions of those people who post up everything I talk about. They'll make a video about, they'll copy my whole style. You feel me? So being careful is important. I don't really care. It ain't that deep. But you're gonna see this is one of the builds, one of the versions. Basically, actually, let's go to cap breakers. We're gonna go into it since we're really doing it. Let's do it. So in here, in the cap breakers, I can get an 87 for contact dunks, and then I have a good 3 plus a nice midi. This makes me well-rounded. You can't leave me open no matter what. On top of that, I have enough dribbles to pull off amazing stuff. I already looked at all the animations, and speed with ball very high for good takeovers and dribbles. And then my pass at an 80, you get silver break starter. I'm gonna max plus 2 that as a center. You always want to have high. And this is where the build gets crazy. This is where the build gets crazy. This build is going to have an 85 interior and an 84 block. This is superior. You only need a 70 interior last year, and an 84 block is super strong. And so this is going to be critical. Then for perimeter, you got to go with an 85. I'm putting it at 81, I guess, to save cap breakers. And this isn't the final version. Tomorrow you can see the final version. I tweaked it more than this. It's going to end up with an 85 perimeter and a 77 steal. 77 gives you silver glove. So silver glove and interceptor, you'll be able to luck and do some work with it. On top of that, it has an 80 rebound and a 90 rebound, defensive rebound. What this does, it gives you all the badges you need. You're going to see in a second. I'll show you. And then for speed and agility at an 80 for a center, that's crazy. Strength is going to be a 91. I just going to use a cap breaker for that. And then that's it. All right. And then if I was to go to the cap breakers, to the badges, let's actually go through here because it's easier. You want to see some of the stuff that I was talking about. So I showed y'all a little bit, you know, right here, you got snatcher. It's for vertical and rebound boost. That's on Hall of Fame. And then you have box out boss, which gives you the box out ability. On gold, I can max +2 that to legend. So both these badges will be on legend, making me a great rebounder. Okay. I can get offensive and defensive as well. Okay. Then it is a monster. It can guard the point guard, the center, everybody. No. Wait a minute. Which one was that? This one? I'm trying to make a room so I can make some builds, by the way. Yeah, I'm gonna delete this one. Likely. The same one y'all just saw, it's a different version. Hey, yo, Manny, what's up? Peace and love and blessings to you. Hope you're doing well. Hope all is good. How we doing over there? So yeah, this might be this the one. Need to check which one I have and which one I don't. I'm gonna remake them when the game comes out anyways, but we're gonna go into it and just look at the cap breakers. I want to keep the ones that are finalized because I make like 7 versions of them and I tweak them all. And then I get back to it. You feel me? Yeah, this looks like the right one, maybe. You said I'll send a build? Yeah, go send it over to like Discord. I think you got me on Twitter, right? Send it over to Twitter. I'll check it out and I'll get on stream and I'll share my thoughts about it. I can remake it basically in my own way and give you an idea of what's best. From my view, somebody who will play competitively in tournaments and leagues, coaching, managing, I'll share what I'm thinking for this year. Remember, nobody got the answer. Everybody can tell you all these, let's build in 2K. Everybody think they know. But the devs, even if you know the game and you play for 1,000 hours, if they put out a patch tomorrow, nobody knows the game anymore. Everything's changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, so never take my criticism. Also, if you want, and everybody else, share what mode you play, because I could look at a build and be like, that's for 2s. That's going to be good in 2s. Not going to work in 5s. For example, when somebody got a 70 pass, I'm like, he's probably playing 2s or 3s. You know, not a lot of point guards will have a low pass unless they're playing 2s or 3s a lot. And then for 5s, people have different kind of things. You know what I'm saying? Builder is so cooked on piece app. It's just infinite loading circle. Oh, damn, Shake. My bad. Hey, man, I feel you. Mine don't take that long to load, actually. But yo, what's going on? RNC Gaming. Thank you for coming by. I hope you're doing well. I've seen that name before, man. I know you from somewhere. I know that name, bro. Who are you? Who are you? I'm gonna call the other guy Oatmeal. I was calling him Shake, but we're gonna call him Oatmeal. So the reason this build is fire here, 99 3 and 89 drive and dunk. Really good dribbling. I want this at a 92, so 3 cap breakers. You need that. Perimeter and all this. This is kind of like the build. I gotta look at my build tomorrow. I just posted it today, actually. Homeboy put a tree. Shout out to you, man. I didn't even know that popped up on the screen, man. Look at you, bro. Alex, oh my goodness, dude, my memory's all over the place, dude. How we doing, brother? It's been a while. Hope all is good. Sending peace and love and blessings to you. We're just hanging out, kind of going through some of this 2K builds and things like that. Enjoying this builder. This is basically how you craft. It's like an RPG for basketball. I'm sure you probably know a little bit about 2K. You probably heard about it at some point. And I'm kind of trying to delete as many of these builds that I made so that I can have room for later. To be honest, kind of what I made like 100 builds, 100 versions of, and I'm already like, bro, you gotta cut it out. Let me delete this one. I already have these builds on my channel, so I can just look at it and remake it. Shake said, you started for 27, brother? Yeah. Need some small guard, shooting guard, and a center. What's the word? So I got a point guard on my YouTube channel. You can watch. It's elite. It's for small guard specifically. Shooting guard I haven't touched, but I did make a center build, but it's more of a fun center build. I'm gonna make a real center build today, so stick around. But it's my type of center build for me to have fun with in 2K. It lets me play point guard. It lets me play the 1s, 2s, 3s, and 5s and just chill out. So that one build is not a good build if you're trying to play 5-on-5 Pro-Am and you got to have like a 99 rebound. That build isn't for you, but if you want to have fun and just get in there and be able to ball handle, be able to be a center, I got you. Know what I mean? RNC said he's doing good. We have our Peace Walker episode coming out next Wednesday. Hey, you got to remind me if I can share it, man. Send me like a DM when it comes out. I'll gladly post it, man. I think Peace Walker's incredible. I'm not going to spoil it. I don't know how far along you are. The thing with Peace Walker for me, it was a handheld, but it was too good at the time. Like, I was mind blown at how much content and how elaborate it was. It had co-op, you know, it had a big boss fights. It had PvP mode. It had a base building system. You were recruiting people in the world. Every time you played, you get better soldiers and it was really good, in my opinion. All right, so this is my lockdown. I have not made a video about this yet. I streamed making these 3 builds. Well, 4 builds, it looks like. These are test dummies of the build I would make, basically. One of them has high strength, one of them doesn't, things like that. So we're gonna get into it. But yeah, appreciate y'all, man. You're done with the game? Nice. Don't worry, everybody dies at the end. We recorded SO last week. Got you. Oh, Ground Zeroes. Listen, there's some controversy there. Okay, do me a favor when you play Ground Zeroes. Do the extra content or look it up. Do not make an episode and talk about Ground Zeroes until you see all of the extra content. Okay, so just Google it. You can just listen. It's only a couple minutes of content. It's a small game. It's basically kind of like a beta to the Phantom Pain, an introduction mission. But the side missions, there's some context to some really special, just some extra stuff, like a audio tape that's extreme. A lot of stuff, man. Thoughts on the reports of no dip badge? I hear unless you got a legend, no dip is bad. So I haven't tested it. I can't tell you just yet on the no dip, bro. Until we get our hands on, we can't speak on every badge. That specific badge is brand new. Nobody could speak on it. People that went to community day only got a couple of hours. So even then, not to disrespect them, but you can't trust their opinion because they're just guessing. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, maybe. It's like you're jumping off a bridge. You think I'm gonna land in the water? I don't, maybe. And the person's like looking real quick, like, Probably, man. Trust me. Nobody can tell you. I would say wait. When the game comes out, before you make your build, take 3 hours, look at somebody's stream, maybe me. I'll be testing it, maxed out, no badge, full badge. And then I'm like, oh no, damn, this is fire. No dip is important. Competitively, it is very important. But the badge changes if we need it. You get what I mean? You're gonna waste all your attributes just to get that badge. That's not a good idea. So we gotta test it. You know what I'm saying? I did the classic snake right in Kojima Rescue Ops. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, so you already finished it. Oh, so you already finished Ground Zeroes. Interesting. Wait, where are you now? You're playing the Phantom Pain? Do you know if the game has max plus twos this year? Yes, it does has max plus twos. Matter of fact, let's take a break from this footage. I'm gonna show you the max plus twos. So the builder this year has right here, it has a thing called synergy. That's your max plus ones and twos. And basically it's a new system that basically mimics max plus ones and twos in a new way. This time around, you put them on, you get a max plus one and two. Then there's another system of extra badges that you can activate in game. Think of them as in-game badges, right? So they're called reaction badges, but they're in game. That's why they call it reaction. It's like, oh, if you do something good, you're going to get that badge as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they set it up. And yeah, let me go fast forward so you can kind of see more or less. Where is it? Right here. Okay. Slow down. Can I see? They're giving me a hard time. So the footage is going fast. I'll show you real quick what I mean. So right at the bottom right there, synergy is the badges. And the way it works is you can put some at the top. You get max plus ones and twos in there. Any badge that fits in there, bang, 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 you put it in, you're good. And it's gonna boost that badge. But the one below it, this is where it gets tricky, guys. I got a video that I made. I'm gonna post it on stream. I mean, on my YouTube, upload it and publish it soon. But basically, the bottom one that says reaction is the badge that activates only after when you're in the game. If you have posterizer max plus one, then you do a posterizer dunk, it's going to activate the second badge and make that get a max plus one or two as well. That's the cool part about it. It's pretty fun, pretty interesting. Really good dynamic. Thank you for asking that question. It's always nice to help people out with that. But yeah, I got a guide for this to kind of make it easy for everybody as we go forward. And you said my first try, I unfortunately lost Kojima. Kojima being in the games is crazy. You start Phantom Pain next Friday. Phantom Pain is the best ever gameplay in the series, in my opinion. It is modern. It is very different. It's going to be a drastic, like the Ground Zeroes was. It's going to be drastic, dude. It's a whole nother world. I remember sitting down next to my friend Lupe Fiasco. We got to play the Phantom Pain early, right? Kojima sent us over there. I'm sitting right next to him and we're playing, and he's like, what the heck is this? This isn't Metal Gear, man, because it's open world and it's a lot. And he's like, this is crazy, man. And I'm like, bro, trust me, you know, just keep playing. You're going to see. And we had a good time. We spent 4 days at Kojima's studio that he had. They basically rented out, they didn't rent, they basically rented out a airport. Some famous guy, I forgot who it was. He had some big thing there and Kojima just had it. It was pretty fire. I remember those days. Hey man, take care. RNC, make sure to DM me. Yeah, 2K wants casuals to sell on their first build. Well, you know what? You might be right, brother. I mean, you have the builder and you got somebody like me. I don't think anybody should be having trouble, is what I think. I think if they take their time and they listen to the community members that are like experts at this, I think they'll be fine. It's just my opinion. But yeah. Which is the right build? Honestly, I don't even remember. All right, so these are the center builds, and that's another lockdown. All right, so I made enough room. All right, let's go with a traditional center while we can. While I have room, I'm gonna make a traditional center right here. This is for Pro-Am. Oh, shouldn't do that. Pro-Am Center. That's a long name, but you get what I'm. Okay. All right, so for those that want a center, this is gonna be your. But matter of fact, we're gonna make a build video out of this. Let me get some water. All right, I'm gonna get water. We'll be back, and we're gonna go in on this. Oh, by the way, Manny, if you sent me that, I haven't been looking on my Twitter. I got my phone on Do Not Disturb because I'm trying to be on stream, and I don't need people sending, you know, certain things. But send me a message. I'll look at it. Check out your build. Did you do it on Discord or you sent on Oh, let me know. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab some water and we're gonna lock in. Yo, you can hear that? Damn, my microphone is picking up my blender. Honestly, man, my phone's gonna die. We're cooked. We are cooked, folks. Yo, microphone was picking up my blender, dude. I'm over here thinking I'm chilling. I think it's loud, so I'm gonna drink it right out of the. All right, so we're gonna make the center. The main thing I want to say before we do, this is for Pro-Am, meaning top tier, elite center type of build. Personally, I don't want to go with a 7-footer. We're going 6'11". Trying to be a little off meta, just a little bit, not be so boring. But yeah. Let me see what I could get away with. How much strength could I put on this? I haven't tested this out yet. So this is my first real center of the year. Okay. So this is kind of where we're going with it. If you have thoughts and comments, we'll get into it. So what I'm doing here when I make the build, I'm getting my position, my height, and the weight and wingspan. I start changing to get the needs for the build. So for example, I want 99 rebound, whether it's one or both. 99 has to be in there no matter what. Secondly, I want to have pretty high strength so I can set picks and so I can box out and get the badges for center. Then after that, you have to be able to pass. So 89 is the minimum for a good center. Those are the 3 automatics. No matter what you do on the build, you have to do. The problem is I like to dribble, I like to contact dunk, just do whatever, have fun, and not play too serious if I'm just chilling. If we're talking competitively, I'm not doing all that silly stuff to goof off. We got to lock in, we got to get the job done, if that makes any sense. So, hold on a second, my table too far. I'm going to put my phone over here. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the bit. My phone might die, so I'm putting it on the charger, but the charger doesn't work good. It's a long story. I don't want to get into it. Phone's whack, basically. All right, so this is the idea. This is a bad setup because I actually want higher steel, but we're just going to live with it for now. This is a test run of the build. And the way I like to do the test is first thing I do, I just max something out. See what's missing. I need this maxed out, right? So I got to get high strength. So let's put that in there. And then it's telling me I need it at 94 strength. Oh, 2K's wilding, bro. That's outrageous. Just to get this on Hall of Fame, max box out boss. These are the 2 badges you need as a center. The others we'll talk about in a minute, but for just good rebounds, general rebounds, these are the 2: snatcher and box out boss, right? But this is too high of a cost. Might sacrifice and then use a max +1 or 2. Now we need vertical to get the other badges. So check this out. So I want to see what gives me Hall of Fame. I don't even need it that high. Look, I could have it this low and still get it, but I do want pogo. So we're going to go with an 85. Wait, is it 85? Oh, it's not. Damn. Okay, so 80 is good. We're just going to go with 80 for the moment. Just working on rebounds to learn. But now I know what I need for these 2. I have the max +2 box out boss. Mandatory. Since I'm not putting strength up, it is what it is. So we're going to drop this down to... Oh, actually, no, let's leave it up. And what we want to do is look the offensive rebounds for these badges. Swerving around people and things like that. So what is a minimum that I should do? I want some gold. I don't know what that is. Gonna tell 93. So 93 would be the minimum. Okay. Now I'm gonna go 94 here. This is the real version that I'm doing. And I could actually max +1 or 2 this later if I was like, you know what, that costs too much. We just do an 88, right? To save attributes to have a good build for the moment and then get a couple cap breakers later to boost it up. But if you're going to compete now and you want to play in a tournament, I would say 93 because I don't want to take a chance. Last year, I would let this be an 80 and then have the other one 99. How it works. I don't know if that's the case this year. Fortunately, things have changed. Let me lower this real. What am I missing out on? All right, let's just leave it right here for now. I don't really want this high strength. I'm just checking. Wait, what did I have it to 91 for? Let's put this back up. Damn, these things are high now, huh? Might not even need it that high. Okay. So just for rebounds, I had to go through all this just to get the rebound at the right numbers. And that's it. And this could probably drop. I could drop offensive or go reverse. I can put the 94 on offensive and then put 88 on defensive to be able to still get all the badges. Now, rebounds, need some physicals, of course. Using a lot of my build's attributes. We're gonna max out the speed. This is a slow center. I don't like slow centers, but we're gonna keep it the way it is. It is what it is for now, till I work on some more. We're gonna come back to it. Now, block an 88. You'll see why in a second. You have the one and the only lovely vertical. That's what I needed. Now I remember. We needed to get the vertical up to an 85. All right, so wall up at 85 as well. This is the new badge we were talking about. Somebody in my chat mentioned it. I can't tell you if it's going to be great or not. Wall up is, you have to test it in order to know. Yeah, personally, 93 is the dream. I don't have to put that on now. I can just put it on cap breakers. This is where I save the build potential and we're good. All right, and that's it for defense. We're gonna add stuff later if I get extra cap breakers, but for now, everything I need for the center is almost done except the pass. So I'm gonna go with 89, and the reason is break starter on gold. You're capable of launching those passes. Last year, that's all I had on for all my centers. I made 4 centers last year. Gold break starter was perfect for getting a rebound and kicking it out right after. Chef's kiss. Wait, let me see a visionary. How much is it? Look at that. We'll go 90. Okay. Pass styles aren't that important. These badges are more important than the pass style for the center. You can literally have none or Draymond Green or some cheap LeBron James or something like that. Then you're maxing out the 3. Okay. And that's the whole build. Unfortunately, we're screwed. The build isn't good. I have to destroy this build in some kind of way. We'll do it in a minute, but just give me a break. I want to make sure I lock the things I really want to keep. I want to lose them. I'm locking them. Strength, agility, all this. All right, so now we're good. Got my 3-pointer. I need more driving dunk or standing dunk. We don't know yet. I'm gonna act like that doesn't exist. I'm gonna put up my free throws. I want to have an 85, right, to be able to hit a consistent shot in the clutch. Hey, yo, Ty Woods, what's up, brother? We out here just making some builds, talking about centers. This is for the Pro-Am. This is professional play only right now on this build. And I have a couple of points I can just test this out for. Let's see, I'll go with a 60. Then, what did I do? Bam. Right now, this isn't a real build either. This is just to see what potential cap breakers can give me without even trying, just putting on the stats that I need and then letting the rest play out however it feels, seeing where it can go from there. For example, right now, can't do much with the actual points. Go speed with ball, even though I'm never gonna dribble with this build. You got the game early? Nah, brother, this is the app. Why don't you go on your phone right now and make you excited? NBA 2K has an official builder on an app. It's called NBA 2K HQ. Check it out. Free advertisement, yo. They need to pay me, man. Come on, man. Doing me dirty. All right, so we need to put the driving dunk up one to get contact up. This is good. Good. So before I even continue looking at these breaks, I'm going to do it. So everything is protected that I want on this build. Oh, I got to try to find points everywhere. But yeah, check it out, man. It's popping right now, dude. We locked in, brother. We locked in, man. Stop sleeping, bro. Get your ass up. I can lower this free throw too if I need to, which it's not that expensive. That's why I don't care. But if you really wanted to, you just lower that and get some extra points. I'm gonna lower everything and just steal these points for now. See what else I can do for the build as we go. There it goes. All right, so now I'm gonna get an 87 driving dunk most likely with that setup, and then what I'm gonna do is I want to be a under the rim dunker as a center. Okay, so I just boosted that up. So standing dunks, get a rebound, pick it back up. I mean, dunk that thing. Yeah, that's the name. You don't see it on the store, it's there, brother. I can show you on my Apple phone. I got it somewhere around there. Okay, so cap breakers, I still didn't get what I wanted. Oh man, I messed up. Get back into it. So I need to buff this maybe just once. What was I trying to do? Oh yeah, standing dunk. Throw it in there. Wait, do I have an 8? Should put the 85. We're gonna use this here just to see. We're just testing. We still got more cap breakers. There it is. Perfect. Now we got contact dunks on this center build. We're gonna have a 90 standing dunk as well with 4 cap breakers. And then the shooting is gonna be shooting lights out. It could hit the free throws if it gets fouled. It has very strong passing. It has amazing interior and blocking. And if you have 5 extra cap breakers, you can get really good steals for a center. It's going to be long hands. I think you should have steals, so I would have to rework the whole build. And then for rebounds, you can have a 99 rebound, but you can put it on offense or defense, and then the other one, keep it around 88. And then the stats in general, this is more or less what I would do. Now, this is a future-proof build, meaning that it's going to get better the more cap breakers you get. But I would definitely go with 5 cap breakers on rebound. And then 5 cap breakers for drive and dunk. Mandatory. And then anything else is just extra. If you feel like trying to buff something up, you can, but you don't need to. And that's the build. Let's see what it looks like statistically. when it tells you the name and all that. Oh yeah, I like that. Oh my god, 3 of the best centers in the game. Okay, so yeah, I'm with it. I am with it. Hold on, man. Let me get some gameplay in here. We're gonna record a video, guys. Y'all ready? All right, y'all, we're locked in. We're about to show you the Pro-Am center build that we're starting off using the NBA 2K HQ app for NBA 2K27. This is an elite center build for Pro-Am. There's a lot of tweaks and things you can make that I'll talk about later at the end. But for now, this is the one that I'll challenge everybody in that's watching try to recommend their version of this build after they test it out for themselves. We are going to get the archetype called Rise and Dime Paint Protector. I'm sorry about that. Shades of Karl Anthony Towns, the world champion New York Knicks. And then Jokic, one of the best centers in the game. And then Joel Embiid, another one of the greatest centers in the game. 3 of the best centers in the game right now. And the strengths and weaknesses are not a factor because you're going to end up using some cap breakers for the build. You can see right here, this is strong all around. It pretty much has 8 or more on all the setups. And it is going to have some legend badges as well. This is before the cap breakers. If you want to look at it, we're going to take a zoom in the look so you can see it also right behind me. And you can understand more or less what is happening on this video. So lock in with me and let's enjoy as we run through the official build. I'm going to take you through the editor. It's going to be a center at 6'11". The weight is going to be 250, and then the wingspan is 7'3". The key thing with this build is to have future cap breakers buff it up even more. From the moment you get it, you're going to be doing good, but when you use the cap breakers, it's going to be even better and you're going to be a monster. So this says 72, but it's actually a contact dunker with a 87. So you're going to have posterizer, you're going to have the contact dunk animations, and you're good to go. This can go up with what, 3 cap breakers to a 90 for standing dunks as a center. So that's something you can add a little later. Trust me, an 82 is more than enough, but this is going to be really solid because dunking is super strong this year. So you have both standing and driving dunk. The 3-pointer is all you really need. You're going to be able to hit your shots when you're sitting in them corners or top of the key when you pick and roll and pop, things like that. And then you have a little bit of limitless. I wanted to make sure I put that in there so that way you can shoot from a little further out. And then you can max +1 and 2, any of those badges. This is very critical. I know it might look like it's not a big deal, but I promise you, break starter is essential on gold for the centers. And also I made sure I had a 90 so that I can get visionary on gold, which those 2 helps you get crazy passes for full court passes after a rebound and half court passes after a rebound. Solid. You can still dribble and do a little something and maybe put a cap breaker there if you want, but it is good to go. Then we're going to get into the defense. This is super critical that you pay attention here. This build can use cap breakers to get this steal up, which is what the only thing that you would really do to make this even more insane, because you want to get some lane steals. And I would tweak this build if I was playing for money and put this, make sure that this is there, but the cap breakers can get you there anyways. But with an 85 interior, you have high flyer and you have paint patroller. And the reason why paint patrol is only on silver is because you're going to max +2 the blocks in the future. I'll show the cap breakers after this, but it's super solid. It's going to give you a 93. And that is what you want to be an elite blocking center. On top of that, you have the wall up, the brand new badge for in the paint. You're able to contest and stop people. Plus you have post lockdown. When someone tries to do a drop step on you, you're in control and dominating. Big thing, and this is one you got to pay attention to for centers, is having a 99 on one of the actual setups for Pro-Am, because other centers are going to do it too. Most of the time people put it on offense because it lets you set a pick, go down the paint, and try to get a rebound, and it puts pressure on the team to be able to go get that rebound. But I have it on defense for this one just to showcase you can switch it. He's out, and what happens is going to give you snatcher. Snatcher is the most critical this year because it's going to give you better vertical and boost your rebounding if you time it well, which you will be timing it well. Then the box out boss is essential as well. I kept it on gold because it costs so much to get it all the way up, and this is where decisions are going to be made. I didn't want to sacrifice my build, and I can max +2 this, and that's going to be the one I use my max +2 for. And on top of that, I can put max +2 on any of these silver badges and use cap breakers to get this up to a 90+. That's going to give me gold for these badges, and that's a critical. Trust me, you're going to need it against elite players. They're going to be using it. These physicals are not just for show. It's going to be a pretty fast center. It isn't a 7'4", so it's going to be able to be way faster than most of the centers. It's 6'11". And the strength is another part where you put cap breakers on this to get it up and boost up your build. Other than that, it is a viable build that I'm going to show you a couple of key things in here. Like I said, you have the contact dunks, which are great. You can put cap breakers in a lot of places. Right here, 5 cap breakers for the dunks. You're good to go. And then the next thing you could cap break is the blocks. You want to get that up all the way to be super elite, scary elite with a 93 block. And the steals, like I said, if I wanted a 73, all I have to do is put those there, but that would be later on after I use the cap breakers for my rebounds to get it to a 99. Then I could see about putting other things in other places. First thing for every center is the rebounds. Then after that, you have extra cap breaker points. You can throw some into strength and things like that. But this is the general build that you should be making when you make it in the builder. You can tweak it to your liking. Personally, I like steals on centers because they always try to throw it to the cutter, and you can get a couple of good plucks, and it's gonna be a viable build overall. And I promise you're gonna have a good time with it. I love the name too, so it's pretty fire. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, show love and support, and go watch my deep dive breakdowns on the builder and other content that I have on the channel. If you like point guards, I got a crazy one already there. Check that out. See you there. Peace. There it is for everybody watching. That's a live version of me presenting the build for my YouTube videos. Like, yo, my man, we just did it. We just did the damn thing. You dig? How y'all like that breakdown? Let me get some of this shake. I'm drinking a shake, and the guy's shake is in the chat. He said, dub build. Not gonna lie. Thank you. Again, this is the first version. I would make it again and try to get steals or try to get everything together as well. Look, I'm gonna remake it right now. Let me show you a trick. You can press the copy and it'll make it again. Look, I got a new version right here. As a matter of fact, we can keep that version. Solid build. What's going on, She Gaming? Thank you for coming by. I hope you enjoyed. That was a Pro-Am center build. Now I'm gonna make the same build right here, but I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna make it taller. Just tweak it just a little bit. I'm gonna make it 7'1" just because maybe height's a better factor this year than previous years. We'll go with 7'1". We'll go. How low can I go? 6'3". God damn, yo. Those steals are bad. Come on, bro. I can't get contact dunks for the 7-1. Nah, bro, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that, brother. You gotta give me my contacts dunks, my G. There it goes. Now I got contacts. I don't like it when I don't got my contacts. All right, so we're gonna make a 7-footer. Same thing. I'm gonna keep everything the exact same mostly. I want to put some speed on this thing. One of the tricks I like is to have a center that can actually be fast. I'm gonna tweak a couple of things to kind of give you an idea of like, oh, I didn't like his version, I'm gonna make my version. People do that all the time, and that's a good thing. That can fit your play style. You know what I mean? 7-3. But this build is nice. I think they did a good job with it. Come on, bro. There it is. Trying to get this 99. Token all the knowledge. I'm trying to dominate 2K27 for sure. Lock in, lock in, lock in. I got you. Yeah, I do this coaching and players, and then also just in general for the love of the game. So we're gonna go with a 94 offensive this time instead of the opposite. One thing I was trying to say, and if you were just tuning in, I was explaining that box out boss, you gotta have maxed out and snatcher for centers. This is the traditional rebounding. It doesn't matter if you got offense or defense. Max them out with your max plus 1s and 2s. They're called synergy this year. It's still the same thing. It's still a max plus 1 or 2, but just a different name. 95, that's crazy. Yeah, offensive is better. I'm thinking offensive 99 is better than defensive right now, from what I'm seeing. All right, so we're gonna start locking in some of these attributes. For sure, staying with that. I'll stick with this for now. We want to get that 93 locked so we can get paint patroller still. I'm gonna use cap breakers for now. Gotta rework the build if I have to, but we'll see. Passing is staying the same. I'm gonna get my 83 3-pointer. Then I can rework this. Oh my God, wait a minute. What happened to my driving dunk? I messed this whole build up. Want a driving dunk. Unbelievable. Well, I think it's the wingspan, right? It is. Wowzers. All that for driving dunk. Okay, so now we're gonna sacrifice a little more of the shooting. I like having 83 because it gives you limitless range on your 3-pointer. And that means you could take 2 extra steps and still hit the shot consistently. But if you're a corner center or you're picking and rolling, cutting to the basket, it's not that serious. You can have a 78. Okay. Let's go into it real quick. We're gonna go with the 78. Just look at it real quick. The thing is, new jumpers, there might be a better jumper at a certain rate. I could always max plus 2 this, but as you can see right here, I'm not gaining much other than actually no dip. That's good. We'll go with an 80. The new standard 80 instead of 78. Last year it was 78. This year we're gonna do 80. I'm gonna save some of these points, man. I'm using too many free throws. Put an 85 on that thing. I don't know if I can get the cap breakers for this. I'm gonna act like I am. And I'm gonna buff this up to 90. That means I don't gotta use cap breakers. This is good. At 7 foot, I don't have to use cap breakers on my standing dunk. I'm getting the rise up on gold naturally, but I haven't finished the build, but still, it looks like I'm getting it. Might not be able to get my speed Oh, I do. All right, so we got all this locked in. These are for sure. I'll give you another version of this build in a second. Man, 7-footer get a little extra attributes. You drop down your 3, which sucks, I'll be honest. But it basically kills the potential for higher steals and perimeter, and it gives you slower speed, but you do get a little extra attributes that you could play with and do your thing with. So I'm not even mad at it. I'm gonna try to abuse this builder and take some extra attributes off of this in different places before I continue. We're gonna put it wherever we need it, but since I have everything locked that I want, I can just spam to eliminate all the other places, and it just lets me use it wherever. But now I got the standing dunk. I'm gonna see if the driving dunk uses cap breakers. This might be better than the one I just made. I'm gonna be honest. Do I go with steals? Let me see. Steals. Glove is 70, so I can't even get glove if I wanted it. I can get interceptor on bronze with a 60 steal. I don't think it's worth it. I might actually do perimeter defense instead or something. Can't decide right now. What can I use this for? If I put it on dribbles, I'm gonna try to be a dribble head. I don't want to do that. I don't want to. How about? How much points does it give me though? Wow, that's a lot of points, guys. Wow. I just boosted up my mid-range. Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna lower this free throw for a second. That's crazy. I'm not even mad at that. So look, we can just put up, we're gonna become a more of an offensive threat. There it is, chef's kiss. All right, so this is the next version. The only thing I need to check is the cap breakers. If the dunking doesn't work, then I gotta go redo the whole thing. Not the whole thing, tweak some stuff. Yep, dunk is not working. I get an 83 instead of a 87. So basically all those points I put onto the mid-range gotta go. Trash. Trash. They try to play me right now. They try to play me. Okay. So I have to boost up the driving dunk manually, try to reach the 87 threshold that I wanted, which is fine. This is still somewhat of a better build in some ways. Cap breaker wise, this is better because I don't have to use cap breakers. I'm pretty much getting all the stats if I lowered my shooting and stuff like that. Here we go, it's perfect. Oh my God. So we need 3 cap breakers to get contact dunks, right? Have the 3-pointer solid to hit that corner 3. My free throws is trash, which we'll talk about that in a minute. My passing perfect. My interior and block is amazing. Just need 4 cap breakers, well, 5 cap breakers to get it to 93 to even go harder. 88 is more than enough. 84 is enough, but 93 is supreme. Then you got the 99 rebound. I like it. I like this one. This is solid. Let's see what name it gives us. I like both of these. Oh, same name. Right, I didn't change much, so of course it's gonna be the same name. Rise and Dime paint protector. I'll take it. Hakeem Olajuwon. That's crazy. That's respect right there. One of the greatest ever. You don't need a lot of cap breakers. Get your 99 rebound. That's what, 5? And then you can put the contact ups, what, 2 of them or 3 of them? That's 8 cap breakers. You can get that in a month. Now you got contact dunks and 99 rebound plus an elite center on every side. I prefer the smaller center. And I'm gonna take a screenshot of this so y'all can see what I'm saying. Let's go to the builds so you can see the smaller center. The reason why I like it. Not a lot of change, it's not that crazy. But look at the speed. I'm gonna look at my own video here. So the 7-footer has, actually it's not that bad. 7-footer speed and agility is still pretty low. Man, there isn't a lot of differences outside of the steals. Huh. So lower steals and perimeter and lower 3 for the 7-footer. But you use less cap breakers. Because the way I did mine's, got to use some cap breakers for that. I'm not mad at any of these. But you'll see players playing with something like this. I'm still going to recommend it to the league players who always hit me up to coach. But I'm not coaching. Now I could just be chilling. But that'll be the one that I'll send them and I'll tell them to tweak it. Y'all can come back to the stream another day and then we'll see if they make a better version. Because here's a trick. I would spend another 3 hours just remaking this build. This is the trick for cap breakers. If I was to really make it, like for example, if I go in here right now and go into the cap breakers and I'm like, okay, cost me 4 for this. Oh, maybe I can lower my 3 and put it to 50 and end up getting more cap breakers, which I actually probably could. And as a matter of fact, you want to do that real quick? Before we move on, I'll do it one more time. I'm gonna make another copy of this build. And this copy, we're gonna destroy it completely, but it's for a good cause. You'll see. Let's protect other stuff real quick. This. I want to protect my defense, my rebounds, and my physicals. Screw it. So I don't want none of this to drop. So what I'm gonna do is drop my free throws. I mean my 3-pointer. We'll go with a 62 3-pointer, all right? This allows me to get more attributes. Okay. All right, so 62. And then this also takes some of the, I think, post control probably. No. Okay. All right, so now I got more cap breakers. If I could max +2 that means I get a crazy build. For example, boom, 90 standing dunk. This might work. This happened. This is how you test the cap breakers. Basically, cap breaker proof. What else do I want? I want to put this up. Oh, actually, no. Why don't I just do the blocks? I wanted to do the blocks, right? 93. Look at that. I got it naturally. Okay. Now we're talking. What else can I do naturally without cap breakers? This is good because at the start of the year, you don't want to have to wait for a cap breaker. You can just be like, oh, the build's ready at the start. My build is ready at the start besides the 99 rebounds. But if you want other stuff, extra buffs, you know what I mean? Always tough. Always tough. Let's go. What else can I throw in here, guys? I wanted more strength. I don't need it. Nice to have. I can't get a... Don't want to waste it on that. Do need the rebounds, so just try. There you go. 93. Pretty much almost done. Might as well put up the free throws so it won't be so bad because it's pretty sad. Go to 82. How about that? Nowhere else to put this other than speed with ball. Cool. All right. Well, there you go. So what I did was destroy the three-pointer. Hope that I can get cap breakers for this to 83, which saved me on the build because I saved at least 10 cap breakers by doing that. If it works. Y'all gonna see a miracle right now. Yep. Told you, man. That's all you gotta do. Damn, man. I think I gotta remake my video I just made about this build. Are y'all seeing this? Let me put it on screen real quick. I dropped my three-pointer to 62. I said, I'm going to get an 83 on this. That's crazy, yo. I got to remake my build. My video. Oh. And my friends, fortunately, my phone is dying. Can I put this on here and get it charged? Hope that works. What's the search one? Phone's gonna die, man. I only got 20%. Some of y'all need to send me a couple $1,000s so I can buy a new phone. A couple thousand to pay the bills, and then I'll buy a phone. Damn, we did it, yo. We did it. See, I would stay here tweaking this for another 3 hours and then master the cap breakers. This is, oh my God. Is it? But yeah, this usually takes me long to continue to do, and I'm gonna keep doing it and finding ways, you know? Oh wait, I messed this up. Can't get my driving dunk now. Oh my God, the standing dunk makes my driving dunk drop. That's crazy. Let's fix that. Hold on. Now we gotta drop the driving dunk. Oh, I thought we had it. We got the build, but my contact dunks that was supposed to be at a 87 is not there. Somehow it disappeared because I buffed up the other stats. So like, yo, man, chill, bro. Yeah. So I do need to drop this standing dunk thing. That sucks, but hey, we'll be okay. Okay. Should work now. Almost. See? I need one more pump to the contact. Hey, yo, Manny, I see that you sent it to me. Give me a second. In the middle of trying to figure this damn thing out, man. They trying to play with me, dog. Trying to play me. I'm gonna have to use some of my free throw. This is where you can hurt your build. Free throw is important in Pro-Am, so I don't want to give it up. But at the moment, one cap breaker away from perfect build. Gotta try. Can't give up so fast. Shoot, this might be my first, but there it is. Woo! 5 cap breakers for the driving dunk to get it to 87. Then you got the three-pointer. You go from a 62 three-pointer all the way up to an 83. That's 5 cap breakers. Here's the thing. The start of the year, you're not going to be able to shoot. You're going to have to grind 2 weeks, get every cap breaker fast. And you're going to have to play pick and roll, get into the paint, get that buff up. You know what I mean? So that's tough, but you should be fine. Once you get to the 70s, you'll be able to hit more consistently. That'll be the only flaw. But damn, I'm loving it. I'm loving this one better than the original. Very nice. Very nice. All right. I'm going to try to make another version of this build. I got an idea. Actually, not, because I don't got enough space. We're going to go right into Manny's build. He said he sent it to me. Where did you send it? On my Discord? I don't see it on Twitter, man. Where did you come from? Are you on my Mad Gamer INC Twitter? Is that what it is? I don't know if he's on my Discord channel, on my Discord chat. Let me check my regular Twitter. Got a couple Twitters that I'm on, so. Huh. All right. Try to filter these messages. Crazy. Shout out to Manny. All right, so he got the QR code. I can actually check the QR code. I want to see this. My phone's gonna die, bro. This might be the last time I check anything. I'm cooked. Thought they had a thing where I could look through here. I'm gonna just make it easy on myself. Try to do it this way. This is so fire. You could just get the QR code, go into the app, do all that stuff. All right, so this is Manny's build. I'm gonna put it on the charger so that it doesn't die while I'm looking. So this is Manny. He just sent me this. Don't know what it looks like. It's a two-way bouncy sniper. I like the name. Eddie Jones. Y'all don't know about Eddie Jones. He was so good in the 90s. Mikal Bridges, I said Malik. Mikal Bridges, NBA world champion. Gotta love him. And then Brandon Miller. All right. Oh, cool. Let's look at the badges before I look at his attributes. And then okay, so he has a well-rounded style of a build from what I'm seeing. Okay, there it is. So without the cap breakers, you got to remember that part. Doesn't have contact dunks yet, but he has good layups. So a well-balanced layups and dunks are always good. I always mention that. If you can get layups and dunks, you're more of a threat, because when you go to do a dunk and they make you go into a layup, you're still going to hit it. Very high perimeter, extremely high. I wonder if he's using cap breakers for this. You got to let me know about cap breakers and your idea. Then you have really good three, decent midi, very high agility and speed, super high, very nice for defense. And then decent dribbling. I would have went with an 86. That's the best animations. For a 6'5", the 86 has everything you're gonna want. But overall, I like it. Now you have a 70 pass, and I would assume you're not gonna play fives as much because the pass. Does this let me save it? Let me try, because I've never tried to save somebody else's build. And I'm gonna call it man. E. Look at this, I saved it. That is cool. Where is it? In here somewhere, right? There it is. That's fire. Hey man, I'm deleting this, but we're gonna keep it for now. So now we can check out his full build and see what's going on. I'm gonna go straight into the cap breakers because that's the only way I know if it's viable. All right, look at that. He could go all the way up to 97 for contact dunks. Crazy. If he wanted. And then shooting wise, yeah. Playmaking, again, 86. Everybody. You're gonna get the SGA, you're gonna get all the, like, you can look at it in this app. It shows you all the animations on what threshold. Put it at 86 and you'll see them. 75 is all you really need, but an 80 gives you actual dribble styles. You should check that out too. So I would tweak that. Then I'm not sure if you want to get like very high perimeter or that's where you're gonna stay. And then 80, I wouldn't say is enough. If you think about it, you want to have the glove 83, and then you can get interceptor. Well, no, you can't get interceptor. Interceptors are like 90. You're gonna have interceptor on silver on this, but you can get glove on silver. You put 3 cap breakers. I mean, 3 attributes. And then 71 is not okay with me. I don't feel happy about it. It is a silver paint patroller if you have. No, I'm lying. What is high flyer denier? High flyer denier is a 78. 78. If we can get that up, it's not going to let you put small hands. I will tweak this build, brother. I like some of it, not all of it. Here we go. I'm tweaking it to my liking. I don't mind this. We're going to keep the drive. We can use a cap breaker for that later. I don't mind this. I don't mind the 70, especially if you're playing 2s, if you're playing 3s, just general. 70 is way more than enough. Ball handle, again, I will put it at 81 and then switch it up from there. So here's the thing. Right here, seatbelt and ankle breaker, very high. You got a good number there. I'm lowering it just to see something. Okay, so we're gonna go to 91 seatbelt and put 2 cap breakers on this for later. Let's just try to tweak the build a little bit. I'm gonna go with a 760 because you don't need 63 specifically, in my opinion. And then a steals 83. Now I got glove on silver. That 1 tweak is good. I don't like this only 71, but it is a 6'5", so it's not gonna have anything crazy. Yeah, we're gonna keep all that. What else can I tweak? We're gonna tweak this in a minute. This speed is crazy. He's gonna be able to keep up with everybody, so I don't mind that. And I needed 78 because that's how you get the contact dunks if you got a 87 driving dunk. So you need to have an 87 driving dunk, in my opinion. Without it, not good. Can I get it right now? Oh no, I can't. Okay. All right, so now we can start stealing points from everywhere else. I'm sorry, buddy, but we're destroying your build. People are gonna go crazy like, bro, how could you? Why you do that? 45 is all you need. And then what are we getting for a 79 midi? Nothing. Free throws, you need that, so I'll just keep it there just for love of the game. Again, I can go with an 81 and just use cap breakers to get it to 86. There's no way you're gonna go with that low. Not happening. Put it at 81 so you can get 86 with 5 cap breakers later in the year. And then this at 80, trust me, is a lot of good stuff in there that you'll unlock. But we can't do it right now. We don't have enough cap breakers, to be honest. I tweaked your build a little bit. We're going to keep on tweaking it. I'm not done. I'm going to abuse this build. So you wanted a 60 to get rebounds, right? Is it 60? Do you get anything at higher? Mags. You didn't have it at 66, did you? I'm just going to go with this right here. Right there, 55. It gives me the rebound ability. So that's as low we're going to go. And then right there, now I got a little bit to play with for the build. See something. Everything is good over here. And then I'm gonna figure out where could I buff this a little bit that would be impact. Let's just put it right here because you are still gonna get, you just need one more point from what you had. Now I want to look at yours and look at mine. Can you send me a screenshot of your attributes? The cap breaker version. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I would do, and I'll tell you why in a second, but this is kind of the tweaks that I feel are viable. First of all, we want contact dunk, so a 78. That's why I got that there. I kept everything else for physicals. I dropped your rebounds. You're 6'5". You're going to be most likely not getting all the rebounds. So all you need is the badge to activate, which is Snatcher. That's good, in my opinion. Then I wanted higher steals so that you can get, what is it? Glove on silver. So I put it up to 83. You had it lower. And then I dropped this perimeter, which is going to give you ankle breaker. But the problem with it is it costs too much. I could use a cap breaker and put that up to 99 later if I wanted, like not 99, but close. Do that. So I'm not sure if you had an idea to go crazy and go full blast on that, but I'm just doing it that way because it's more chances to buff everything else. Change the ball handling because an 81 lets you get to 86 later on. When you get cap breakers, you can throw it in there and then get all those animations. You don't need them because I have 2 builds that I already made with cool animations at 80, and there's some really nice ones for tall players at 75. So you should be fine. Not that you need them, it's just that there's some decent ones. Then we kept the shooting the same, and I made sure we dropped a lot of these stats that were unnecessary. Layups is good. Dunking is going to get you a contact dunks, and then still have standing dunks pretty high. And then that's it. What can I tweak in here that can be impactful? Let's see. Let's do some verticals. Nah. Free throws. Let's be a better free throw shooter. Screw it. I'm gonna buff up free throws like crazy. Then now I want to check the cap breakers. Hopefully I did this right and I can get my contact dunks, which I can. 1 cap breaker, you get contact dunks at an 89. We're solid. If you want to go up higher, that'd be crazy. 93 or 96 are the good thresholds for contact dunks. Standing dunks, 40 is all you need, but we put 45 to get the off 1s and 2s. Very good shooting, so you can be the closer for shooting if you get fouled. You're gonna get that 86 with cap breakers if you want it, and then you need 1 cap breaker to get back to what you wanted for the perimeter, and 83 gives you the badge that I talked about. And this is the version that I will make, and we're gonna have people send in builds and I'll tweak it the way I think will be viable. I appreciate Manny's. If I'm correct, then this is the same guy. Let me look at your Twitter real quick. I believe you're the same guy. We spent time in the spaces talking about 2K, getting into all of the good stuff, you know, everybody got different opinions. Everybody be, sharing their thoughts and stuff like that. And he's been in there doing his thing. Yeah, been fun. But yeah, the main thing I would suggest too, dude, is work on the cap breakers, right? So like I made this build my way, and then I will do it 10 more times and drop the 3-pointer to see if I can get a cap breaker 3-pointer, right? And I'm saving all my attributes. That means I can boost something else. And then all of a sudden, the build gets stronger. So that's the way I would tweak it. It's not that the build is bad. It's like, how can I keep this build, but use the cap breaker system to enhance it? So then all of a sudden, I replaced a big part with cap breakers and I'm using it for something else. You know what I mean? And then honestly, I would probably want to go 99 perimeter from the way you got the build set up. It can get a 94 steal. It can get a 97 perimeter. Why not buff that? Plus, you got your attributes going crazy. 90 speed, 90 agility on the build. You're going to be able to defend well. Your build and the one I made, it could be useful either way. Very fun. Shout out to Manny. That is it for today when it comes to builds. I think my phone is cooked. I'm going to turn it off before it dies because I don't want it to be fully dead. But I appreciate everybody coming out. Oh, damn. Let me go back into the app. Make sure I save this, I guess. I almost just left. All right. I'm about to turn that phone off. Let me close this phone. Make sure we're good. I don't got any videos. These videos back up. Real quick, real quick. Second, y'all, I'm working on getting my act together here. Hey, yo, TikTok, sorry for hitting you up. So for the HQ, you got to pre-order. No, you don't have to. Oh, sorry for the people on TikTok. You can create a new account. Yes, it's gonna activate your account later, they said. How that works. Let me turn all this off, man. I want to try to save my battery both right now. Wait. Get a little battery before I go to bed. I can't use this app for longer than an hour or two. There we go. All right, guys. That was it. That was it. So we're not done. We can just chill out for a couple minutes, but I can't use that no more. This app is whack. I'm sorry, bro. I love that. Hate my phone, I think. That's what we talk about. We're gonna be real. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, well, I gotta get going in a minute. It's been a blast. Going through this. We gotta do this more. We gotta get the community involved for the next couple days. We got what, 3 days? 4 days? When does this game come out? Wednesday, right? So that's 4 days. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more. And Metal Gear comes out the next day right after. That's crazy. That's crazy. Where are all my rich viewers? Y'all need to donate so I can buy all these damn games. Donate a couple bucks. I got my PayPal, man. Somebody was saying it the other day, like, yo, why don't you put your stuff on the stream the whole time? I should. Not done that enough to get donations and stuff. It's probably a smart idea. I didn't do all this content for monetization, but I have to going forward. Just the way it is. Forced chokehold. Get it. Get it. All right, let's look at some builds now. Let's look at some builds, guys. Let's look at build. So I ended up, I need to remake that center build for the Pro M because I feel like the one I made is way better. Trying to find some of the new builds people might have sent me. Honestly, I wanted to make a fun build before I left, which would have been 99 layups, you know, something goofy, but fun to use. Right now, I think the only one we officially made was the Pro M. I'm not mad about. It was cool. Would have been nice. Hold on, let me put this drink away, guys. I know Manny over there like, yo, this dude trying to tell me how to make my build? Come on, Manny, don't be like that, brother. He hasn't replied since he sent the build. Come on, bro. Did I take a screenshot of it? I should send it back to you. I gotta send it back to you when I get a chance. I want you to really look at it and be like, you know what? He has a point. He has a point. I didn't sacrifice any of your attributes. I kept the build the same. I just made it a little better. For cap breakers and for badges. You know what I mean? Hey, let's take a moment. My homeboy sent me some of his footage. Where is it? Well, he sent me an hour's worth. It was a lot. I think this is it. Yeah. I haven't looked through it too much. I did one video, but I haven't published it because it's video. I like it, but I gotta make a thumbnail for it. So him in the record at Community Day. His name is Shoot Every Talk. And nice guy. Great player. Actually, Koza. Oh my God. Hold up. I just remembered. Koza told me I could use this footage. I want to download it instead of just playing it. Let's look for a lot of people asking me if I'm going to make more builds right now. No. We done. But my phone is done. My phone is burning hot and it's about to die. Let me put it on the charger. I didn't even have it on the charger because it was so hot. It was like steaming. Let me see Koza, man. Koza, I watched Koza, some of his clips. I was like, ooh, I can't wait. And he got a lockdown build. Okay, hold on. All right, we're gonna take a moment and look at Koza. Make sure y'all subscribe to him. The kid is a really great player. He's like me. You just love the game, you know. You just enjoy it. labbing up and stuff like that. All right, we're gonna go with a full screen watch this time. Where is it? This is my. Oh, I see. I don't have it activated. Oh, there it is. Probably not gonna look that great on the vertical stream, but we're gonna fix it for the main stream. I could enjoy. This full screen capture. Here it goes. Got so many different options on this thing. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay. There we go. Close up. Close up. Did I put the audio on? Oh wait, I got it muted. How much?
Would be really nice, considering.
Hey, don't scream at me, dude.
This video is gonna be the build that I like.
Let's
Quick note
this.
that a lot of the requirements for badges and animations have changed.
Just a little disclaimer. This is Koza's new build. This came out 6 hours ago. A lockdown, but he likes to dribble. He likes to play like point lockdown, like I be doing sometimes. I like him because he doesn't just do meta. You know, he's having fun, just trying different stuff. He's good enough to be able to get open without having to use the cheesiest move over and over and over and over. Does a little bit everything.
Going into 27, so things are going to be looking a little bit different, but the mid-range 87 mid is still silver, kind of shifty shooter. It's still silver smooth operator, which is basically the same thing. You just can't upgrade mid-range and get 3-point badges, and you can't upgrade 3-point and get mid-range badges. But here I'm looking at kind of like the badge requirements, and I'm about to go 78 just to get silver set and fire. But if I go 79, I get one more badge token. I go from 13 to 14 shooting badge tokens. So I leave it at 79. And then for the mid-range, I leave it at 87 for the silver smooth operator badge. For playmaking, I'm probably not going to go directly to 91 day one. I'm going 91 for SGA animations and LaMelo Ball animations, but I'll probably go like 90 or even 88. It depends how early and how many cap breakers we get early. I might go 90 ball handle and just go 91. I'm definitely going to max out at 91 ball handle eventually, whether it's with caps or not. I'm looking at the pass stack. 86 is given or gold dimer. People were struggling to shoot, but I think that's more for the latency and that's just how testing games are or whatever. I don't think it's going to be that hard to shoot. I don't think it's going to be too much harder than 26. But gold dimer, especially on release, will probably help my teammates out a good bit. And I think bailout at 85 would be really nice, considering that layups are really good. Layups are really good, and I'm gonna make a layup build finally. It's been a while since like 2K24 they've been good, but I'm gonna make a layup build day one, and that bailout is going to be, even more, helpful if I'm just going layups. Perimeter defense 91 is gold seatbelt. It is weird going 91 perimeter and getting mostly silver defensive badges, but seatbelt is going to be the most important. That's basically on-ball menace. And if I pick defensive specialization, I can max +2 that to legend if I go this route. But eventually, I was labbing a build with 94 perimeter, put 5 cap breakers on that to go 99, and then specialize in playmaking so I can have legend handles for days for the year. Layups and interior scoring looked strong, especially against smaller guards. My build with just a 60 and 71 block, I was getting hoed quite a lot. But whenever I went to 84, 87 block with 89 interior, the difference was pretty big. Even 71 interior with 84 block was a lot better than... It's kind of like... People have they have Hoff, gold, legend finishing badges, but if you have bronze paint defending badges with a smaller wingspan and smaller height, I think height's going to be a big factor defending the paint. So that's why I'm trying to stick with 6'7" max wingspan and some solid interior and block ratings. The rebounding of maxed out offensive rebound and 82 defensive rebound for gold sink snatcher. I grabbed some really nice rebounds in the 3v3 gameplay that I uploaded yesterday. So rebounding is just always nice to have. ISO, drive and kick, pass first guard, kick it out, and then get the box out and get the offensive rebound. Physicals, I wish they were a little better. Made sure to get 60 vertical for bronze, chase down artist or whatever it is. I don't have strength, and I think strength is better this year. Strength is terrible in 26. I think strength is better this year. This is in the final form, obviously. I think I might want some strength on my build, and I wish there was more speed and agility. Right here, I'm trying to lab a little bit lower interior, a little bit. I think it's 70 or 71 block. I swore it was 71 block, or maybe it was 71 interior for a badge.
We're
I
gonna
don't
skip
know.
ahead.
But I'm trying to get higher speed and agility. Yesterday, I was getting some blocks.
This is
and I think height and wingspan is a bigger factor than a lot of people think for defending the paint. But here I'm looking over, like, if I put one cap on
it's all
perimeter,
good. It's all good. We gonna lock in. All right, Koza. He said I can use this footage, right? And this is what he sent me, an hour's worth of gameplay. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm gonna use it. Screw it. So he's a fun watch. When he ISOs, dribble combos, very good. Pretty good defensively, shoot, stuff like that. I'm gonna talk over this. Just talk about gameplay for a little bit. I think we could just vibe out to this. Wait, before I continue, but yeah, make sure y'all subscribe to him. I like it when creators always show me love and get a lot of cool people that are nice. Truth is, we can use the footage. There's no wrong in YouTube fair use. You don't even have to ask. You just use anything that's on the internet. Fortunately, people will steal it and act like it's their content, and they'd be grimy out there. It's really weird. People are weird as hell. I don't mean to disrespect if you're somebody I know. Just understand the consideration of hard work that it takes to get to the point where you get invited to a community day. Never mind going to the community day, but the actual amount of years of work ethic and dedication, endless hours that you spend. And then somebody just takes your content and acts like it's theirs, and just really bad, in my opinion. And I have creators like, hey man, use my footage, bro. Good looks, my G, good looks. Just makes life easier, respectful, everybody's supporting each other, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably not gonna need this footage. It's a full hour. Oh my God, he did the step through. But we're gonna talk about it. Let's watch Koza as he goes. Does this have audio of him just commentating, or what is this? Oh no, but he got music. I'm not gonna listen to that. I got my own music. All right, so let's just listen in let's watch and see for gameplay. First of all, everybody in the community was shooting bad for some reason. People were so scared to shoot. You're gonna watch that in here. They said there was this big latency issue. The internet was slow. Wherever they were freaking at the Staples Center. But yeah, you can see Koza here doing some combos, getting a vibe in. He just tried to score on 3 people. He's balling. I'm not sure who he's playing with or against, but these are community day invites. So they play the game. Most likely it's not some, janitor. You can see the dribbles and see what people are trying to learn, because this is all learning. This is like the first couple hours of the day that they got to practice, basically. So just call this practice, your introduction tutorial game. Here goes the big man trying to do some big man ISOs. Listen, I might make a 7-footer ISO. Look at that. Hit him with the sauce. I probably should shrink my camera, right? Thing is big. Exaggerated. Plus, I could make this smaller. All right, so now they're just taking turns. They're letting certain people cook. A good shot. He just couldn't hit it. It's pretty far out, like limitless range. You're 7 foot tall, brother. You might want to pass it out. You know what I mean? Like, they step on the line, close to the line. When I'm on the center, I'm not shooting those 40 shot, because limitless range shots. Ooh. So this is what I want to test: the scoops. Not the scoops, the layups in general. Are they going to be the meta? That means people don't have to put dunk on. Oh, replay. Or rewind it for like 10 seconds. Let's see. There it goes. Let's rewind it a little more. 5 seconds. Okay. Jose gets the ball. Little half court setup to start. Oh, and he broke his ankles and he got the finish. That's cold. Watch it. It's the setup right here where he kind of makes him stay still. Boom. And he crosses him up. Got him. Good. Oh, yeah, that's going to be fine. See that again. So the main thing about this it's not new, but if the person guesses wrong, you can see he's looking the opposite way. He's aiming this way. So he's thinking Koza's going that way because Koza pulled it out. But he should have never went that way because look, he ended up falling. Amazing animation. Great play by Koza, but this is something that could be very strong if you don't have ankle breakers. Personally, I like 2Ks when they had ankle breakers. It's an old badge. Basically, somebody that's trash and has no defense is going to suffer. Man, I might have to go and make an ankle breaker build. How about that? You just make an ankle breaker build. He's using the SGA. I can tell a lot of the animations. It's very helpful. God, when this big guy gets the ball, he wants to ISO all the time. It's like, dude, you're not that good, bro. Why are you making me suffer when I can watch Koza? You know what I mean? Like, you give Koza the damn ball, bro. It's like you got Kobe on your team and you want to be the stars. Like, no, pass it to Kobe and get out the way, bro. Come on, man. See how he didn't dare to shoot? Everybody nervous. Both the guards are scared to shoot. Good steal. Oh. Oh my. No, he didn't. Oh, Koza. That's cold. Yo, shout out to Koza. Oh my God. Let's watch that again. So he cooked this dude. This dude was reaching for no reason. I don't know what he was thinking. But like, that right there could have been a plug in the old game, but they have a new system now. You don't have high ratings probably. He's trying to spam 2 steals in a row from half court. That's a bad idea. If you're not a lockdown and you don't have them bumped up, you should not be reaching like that. And this guy right here, they don't know what to do. They both were going to go to the corner. And Koza had him. He did the Scottie Pippen. I've been spamming that all last year. It's going to be the meta this year. I was abusing it last year. People were scared to use it because of the bump steal. But this year, if you have a high enough dribble, you're going to use it and not lose the ball. Nope. People always telling me, oh, man. See what's up. Ooh. Come on, that would have been a clip. You could tell they don't want to shoot. Hands up does make you a little slower than normal. Like, you're always slower with hands up, but it looks even slower as of right now. Come on. Come on. Oh, baby. Look at that double. See, that's nasty because he's doing escape into the SGA escape and then just toxic. I'm telling. Like, he's not even afraid of him shooting. Like, the dude doesn't dare to shoot. Everybody's going for layups. Now we gotta watch this bozo. No offense. He's probably a good person. He's probably one of my friends. It's just that he runs the clock and then he passes it out. Like, I hate people that do that to the team where it's like, dude, just wasted 15 seconds. You didn't set someone up. You didn't. All right. That was good stuff, though. In one game, we got a couple of decent highlights. How are we going to go for the ones? This is where he's going to get toxic. I would like to know who is he playing against. Always good to know. Okay, this thing is saying I have. But they ain't getting the ball back unless he goofs around. Oh, he's goofing. Come on, step through. Not good. Yo, we need to learn to step through right away. That's going to be the first thing we learn, just to abuse it. I think the devs are going to patch it. I don't think I know. Know for a fact, sooner or later, the devs are going to patch step throughs. Community's going to go crazy with it the first week. Everybody's going to be like, it's broken. Take it out the game. Everybody's going to complain. Blame Ronnie2k and Mike Wayne for everything in their life. Gonna act like the world's ending, and then the devs are gonna just patch it. Fortunately, that is the way it goes. But yeah, this footage is straight, man. I feel like really nice stuff. The other guy, Choppa, I don't know if he. I think he told me I could use his footage. I don't think I did. Oh my god. Oh no, I think I might have put out a video. One of my first videos for community day was his. Choppa had some crazy footage. That I absolutely loved. The next day, after he sent me what he sent me, he said, yeah, you can use it. He ended up doing another video with dribbling only and going crazy. Which that video is, I gotta watch that. This person keeps trying to spam steal, but they don't have a high rating. It makes no sense to me. Not sure what some people think. I don't know what's in their brains, man. What are you thinking? I'm gonna uninstall Blueprint. I was trying to get this app on my PC, but it did not play friendly with me. I'm just deleting a bunch of stuff from my PC while we watch some of this. Yeah, the SGA is still the best. That's crazy. Oh, I think it's a 91, so we gotta reach that threshold. Actually, hold on, let me double check. All right, got the animations. Where are they? Animation requirements, dribbles. I'm gonna go to filters. Let's go. Is it the escape cross? Yeah, 91. 91, unfortunately. I mean, that's not that bad. You're gonna be a dribbler anyways, so it's not like they're forcing you to do something you're not gonna do anyways. But okay, interesting. All right, so I uninstalled a bunch of these emulators. None of them gave me the chance to put this damn on PC. I'm gonna text everybody on the Twitter to find out if they found a way to put it on PC. All right, that's it for my stream. It's still pretty early, but I'm gonna get up out of here. Hopefully this was informative and you guys enjoyed the start of it with the build. I cannot make any more builds for tonight because my phone is cooked, and it's been literally off since yesterday. I haven't been able to use it much other than what you just saw. Got home, ate something, and jumped right on stream right after. Here we are. Cooked. But yeah, it should be a fun time. Let me play this video in the background. We're gonna lock back in very soon, play some more 2K. And tomorrow I'll do no more builds on stream. We're probably gonna announce it tonight. I'm just gonna say, hey, we'll get together and jump on stream together if y'all got time. That way we could have a little fun. Talk about some things. So on. All right. I'll be easy. Take care. Let me actually close this. All right. We'll catch up tomorrow at some point. If I can, I'll stream again. Maybe super early. Because I should be free. Crack it on. Nobody gonna be watching. Or late night. Or not late night, or afternoon, evening. I want to try to go to bed early, you know, get my routine started. I've been doing it somewhat. Went to sleep too early the other day and got up at like 4 a.m. and I just been doing that. It's not good. Need to get back to a regular sleep window. But we'll talk soon. I appreciate everybody's energy. A lot of people just lurk and listen. And next 2K, we're gonna go into have some fun with it. I feel like the dribbling is gonna be great. The finishing and defense looks like it's gonna be great. Shooting seems a little harder, but really, I don't know. Can't judge the community day from what people were saying that Wi-Fi was bad. So we'll find out when the game comes out about shooting. Everything else looks like it's gonna be a decent time. The issue I have with the game is specializations. They're miserable. I don't like playing a game and like, oh, I gotta spam this move and not play it. You know what I mean? Like, I want to do a layup one play. I want to do an alley-oop to myself. I want to do a fadeaway mid-range and a three-pointer. I'm not gonna just spam threes to finish my shooting specialization. Now they got it. You gotta shoot in the corner, and it's like, bro, this is corny as hell. I'm not into that. I'm not into that. If it isn't like just a fun vibe, you're forcing me to kind of farm basketball. You know, like I'm LeBron James trying to keep all the stats every game. No, I'm all set. So that's my biggest complaint right now. Because I know for a fact I don't want to switch specializations. Because last year I didn't finish all the specializations. It was too many, and I'm like, dude, have a build with all the specialization. Each of them have one. I'm playing different builds. I'm not purposely gonna spam steals if I don't have a steal. I'm not gonna just keep trying to get one. I'm just gonna play it, and if I can get a steal, I'll get a steal. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna make builds without thinking about the specialization, basically. Not gonna be a part of my whole build because fortunately, I might just stick to one specialization the whole year. Just my lesson from last year. So, but other than that, everything seems cool. We gotta get our hands on. People are gonna play for a month or two and then make complaints like the world's ending about something. They're gonna just play anything else. Wolverine's coming out, GTA is coming out. Like, For me, I play, I have fun. I'm not worried about, getting on my YouTube to complain to try to get views and keep the game, keep my channel's views up. Have people give people a reason to watch. Like, you're gonna watch because you want to enjoy. You don't want to enjoy, go play something else. I'm gonna do me, and I play other games, so I'm the exact person who knows, you know. Anyways, that's my whole spiel. But all that being said, I'm super excited outside of the specializations. That's the main question I have. Looks like it's gonna be a good year to break some ankles, get some contact dunks, block and get some steals, shoot some crazy shots, stuff like that. All right, I'm out of here, man. Y'all be safe.